Hey, what's up everybody? Astro Boo Baby here. And this video is probably going to be one of the most, if not the most controversial that I've done yet. And it deals with masculine and feminine energies and the ramifications of the imbalance or the abuse of masculine and feminine energy. Now, masculine and feminine energy is the equivalent of the yin and yang. It is the underlying current of the cosmic force. We all embody both masculine and feminine energy. However, due to the fact that this is a dual limited scope of reality, the masculine and feminine principle has been polarized. The masculine energy is strong in some areas but weak in the other. The feminine principle, strong in some areas, weak in the other. However, when they come together and balance one another within their own polarity, they become one strong, cohesive unit. I cannot say this enough. What has happened and what is still happening on this planet is that due to centuries of suppression, oppression, in some cases right out destruction of the feminine principle, but on the other hand, the elevation, the over-representation, the over-identification with the masculine energy has created this spiritual imbalance. Nature does not take sides. Nature simply keeps things in balance. Due to the oppression of the feminine principle and the over-proliferation of the masculine energy and the misunderstanding of both energies, nature has come against a block. Now, we've already established that masculine and feminine energy is electromagnetic. It is a spiritual force. It is the underlying current of life. And what did we learn early on about energy? That it flows. Energy flows, is never static. Now, due to our beliefs, behaviors, and inhumane treatment of one another, what has happened is those masculine and feminine energies had to find alternate routes to express itself. Because again, this is the current of life. So if you have the feminine principle that has been oppressed for hundreds of years and still being oppressed and denied, what then happens? It comes out in a way that is allowed expression. The male principle, which usually embody the masculine aspect. And so thus you have the feminine principle being manifested more in the male host. Hence, effeminate males, which then creates another situation. If this is electromagnetic energy taking place, and if a great deal of this energy has found a host to express itself within, now you have a magnetic shift. So you have a being, male host, who is carrying the magnetic feminine principle and therefore would be attracted to the masculine aspect, or certain masculine aspects will be attracted to that male who embodies the feminine principle. The same is true with females, the feminine host. The masculine energy, underlying current, has been so overtly expressed that it has been brought into balance by the manifestation of the female host to bring that masculine energy into balance. Now we understand the fundamental breakdown of the misuse and abuse of the masculine and feminine principle and how it is manifesting in a way that some of us don't like. There's constant dialogue among certain groups, I'm not going to say who they are, about how disgusted they are with how many effeminate males there are, or how many lesbians and gays. Let's just get to the root of what this is all about, and why so many women don't have men who are really loving and nurturing them, and why so many men feel that it is a manly thing to have sex and abuse the emotions and feelings of as many women to satisfy that primitive male ego, or that proliferation of this over exaggeration of masculine hierarchy. And so while we continue to abuse people who are male but have an over, or what we perceive to be an over representation of the feminine principle, and vice versa with females, and with how they are attracted to certain situations and persons in their lives, we should not have a judgment about that. We should not abuse, because it is not our right to do so, because when you do that, all you're doing is creating further imbalance that somehow, some way, we would have to answer for. I am but a messenger, and this is being put out there for you all to dissect, discuss, get the dialogue going. Let's stop mistreating and abusing and oppressing and judging one another for what we perceive to be differences, and let's get more into understanding the current of life and how we are inadvertently creating the very thing that we attack and abuse others for. This is my very last video for the year, and it has been quite a year, let me tell you. But again, I thank each and every last one of you so much. Everything does happen in divine order. Had my life not taken the turn that it did, I know I would not have come forth to share my experiences. I would not have developed the connection that I have with you, and the lives that I've touched, and you guys have touched my life and has made me a better person. Happy holiday, and next year will be even more interesting than this one, but of course in a good way. And as usual, everybody, happy travels.